Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nabila Amanda Octavia, NIM 220142010. Saya nomor ganjil dan saya akan menginterpret video with the title Menunda punya dampak positif.
Hi, curious people. Maudia Yunda here. Welcome again in my book list, di mana aku sharing kisi-kisi menarik dari buku-buku yang aku baca. Dan dari semua isi buku itu, aku akan sharing 3 insights yang personally menarik banget buat aku.
Hi, curious people. Maudi Ayunda here. Welcome again in my book list where I share interesting latest from my books that I have read. And from all the contents of the book, I will share 3 insights that are personally very interesting for me.
Hari ini kita akan membedah buku The Originals by Adam Grant. Adam Grant adalah seorang psikolog dan penulis Amerika yang saat ini menjadi profesor di Wharton School of UPenn, and he specializes in organizational psychology. So super cool person. Dan di buku ini dia
Today we will dissect the book The Originals by Adam Grant. Adam Grant is an American psychologist and author who is currently a professor at the Wharton School of UPenn, and he specializes in organizational psychology.
Full person. Dan di buku ini dia menggunakan banyak riset, kisah nyata, pokoknya contoh-contoh gitu ya, menjelaskan kenapa sih successful innovators or originals bisa berhasil ataupun gagal. And I learned so much from this book. I learned how to think originally. Aku belajar gimana sih caranya meningkatkan potensi aku sebagai a successful innovator.
And in this book, he uses a lot of research, true stories, basically examples that explain why successful innovators or originals can success or fail. I learned how to increase my potential as a successful innovator.
Insight pertama, procrastination is not a bad thing. Menunda itu belum tentu buruk ternyata. Dan ini tuh sebenarnya lumayan mengagetkan ya, karena kan kita sering banget dikasih tahu kalau menunda itu pokoknya jangan deh, it's such a bad thing. And we have to do things then and there. We have to do things now. Ditambah lagi, hampir setiap buku self-help yang aku baca,
First insight, procrastination is not a bad thing. Procrastination isn't necessarily a bad thing, and it is actually quite surprising because we we are often told that procrastination is just not going to happen.
do things then and there. We have to do things now. Ditambah lagi, hampir setiap buku self-help yang aku baca, itu selalu bilang orang-orang sukses itu nggak pernah menunda. Tapi ternyata di buku ini, ada banyak momen-momen jenius yang berasal dari penundaan.
Plus, almost every self-help book I've read always say that successful people never procrastinate. But it turns out that in this book, there are many genius moments that stem from procrastination.
So for example, kata-kata I have a dream karya Martin Luther King itu sebenarnya hasil improvisasi. Dan alasan kenapa sih bisa improvisasi? Itu ternyata karena Martin Luther King was not that ready. Baru mulai nulis pidatonya malam sebelumnya. Dan karena itu justru Martin Luther King lebih terbuka untuk ide-ide baru. So, menurut
So for example, the words "I Have a Dream" by Martin Luther King were actually the result of improvisation, and the reason why I was said improvisation was because Martin Luther King was not that ready. He just started writing his speech the night before, and he was more open to ideas, new ideas.
Adam Grant, improvisasi itu menunjukkan bahwa penundaan kadang-kadang justru memberikan ruang bagi otak manusia untuk mengembangkan ide-ide lain yang cemerlang. Karena kita justru lebih terbuka gitu dengan ide-ide baru yang bermunculan mungkin lebih secara spontan.
So, according to Adam Grant, improvisation shows that procrastination sometimes actually provides space for the human brain to develop other ideas because we are actually more open to new brilliant ideas.
So, implikasinya mungkin kita harus memanfaatkan penundaan sebagai strategi pada saat kita nyari ide. Di situ kita bertahap ya, berjalan sambil membuka otak kita kepada ide-ide baru.
So the implication is that maybe we should use procrastination as a strategy when we are looking for ideas. We will gradually walk while opening our brains to find new ideas.
Another example adalah Leonardo da Vinci, yang ternyata adalah sosok yang lumayan suka menunda. Jadi lukisan Mona Lisa itu memerlukan waktu 16 tahun untuk akhirnya selesai.
Another example is Leonardo da Vinci, who turned out he is quite a procrastinator. So the Mona Lisa painting took 16 years to finally finish.
Dan in that time, Da Vinci itu bereksperimen dengan ilusi optik dan teknis melukis lainnya. Dan karena bereksperimen, ia kembali ke Mona Lisa dengan pola pikir dan ide baru yang berbeda. Dan hasilnya, as you all know.
And in that time, Da Vinci was experimenting with optical illusion and other painting techniques. And because of the experiment, he returned to Mona Lisa with a different mindset and new idea, and the results, as you know.
Slide nomor 2 yang gak kalah mengagetkan, quantity of ideas is important. Jumlah ide itu penting. Menurut Adam Grant, semakin banyak ide yang kita produksi, semakin besar kemungkinan untuk meningkatkan kualitas ide kita. And that's interesting, karena banyak banget orang yang bilang quality over quantity.
Insight number 2, which is no less surprising, quantity of ideas is important. According to Adam Grant, the more ideas we produce, the more likely it is to improve our quality of life.
Banyak ide yang kita produksi, semakin besar over quantity. Tapi menariknya dalam hal ide, kuantitas dan kualitas itu sama pentingnya. Hal ini didukung oleh penelitian dari psikolog yang menemukan bahwa individu-individu nih yang kita anggap kreatif atau inovatif umumnya nggak selalu menghasilkan ide yang lebih baik.
Because a lot of people say that quality over quantity, but interestingly, in terms of the idea that quantity and quality are equally important. It is supported by research from psychologists who found that the individual we perceive creative or innovative generally doesn't always produce a better idea.
Tapi mereka menghasilkan lebih banyak ide daripada yang lain. So interesting, right? Karena mereka punya banyak sekali ide, maka kemungkinannya lebih tinggi untuk mereka mengembangkan ide-ide yang brilian.
But they generate more ideas than others. So interesting, right? Because they have a lot of ideas, then the change are higher for them to develop brilliant ideas.
Ada contoh nih dari buku Pablo Picasso. Picasso kan terkenal dengan beberapa karya seni ya, tapi nggak banyak yang tahu kalau portfolionya tuh sebenarnya ribuan patung, lukisan, gambar, puluhan ribu gitu.
Here's an example from Pablo Picasso's book. Picasso is famous for several works of art, but not many know that real portfolios are actually thousands. Sculptures, painting pictures, tens of thousands.
Jadi banyaknya karya-karya Picasso itu akhirnya melahirkan beberapa ide-ide berkualitas yang mendorongnya ke kesuksesan. Berarti nih, sebaiknya kita jangan hanya berfokus pada beberapa ide berkualitas aja.
So many of Picasso's works finally gave birth to some quality ideas that propelled him to success. This means that we shouldn't just focus on a few quality ideas.
Malah kita harus menghasilkan ide sebanyak mungkin. Menurut Adam Grant, kita harus memberi waktu bagi ide-ide untuk datang juga. Oleh karena itu, kita jangan mudah menolak ide atau memaksakan ide apapun juga.
In fact, we should generate as many ideas as possible according to Adam Grant. We should allow time for ideas to come as well. Therefore, we should not easily reject ideas or force any ideas.
We have to stay open so that we can produce as many ideas as possible. Insight ketiga, and one of my favorites, mencoba bidang baru itu penting. Ada satu studi besar yang dibahas di bukunya, di mana mereka membandingkan para ilmuwan pemenang Nobel Prize dengan rekan-rekan mereka yang berprestasi juga tapi nggak memenangkan Nobel Prize.
Third insight, trying new fields is important. There is one major study discussed in his book where they compared Nobel Prize winning scientists with their peers who did too, but didn't win the Nobel Prize. So this study is trying to identify what are
apa aja sih skills
aja
atau personality yang membedakan para pemenang Nobel Prize ini, dan apa aja yang membuat karya mereka itu bisa ke next level. Awalnya aku nih langsung
So this study is trying to identify what are the skills or personalities that distinguish these Nobel Prize winners and what makes their work take them to the next level.
berasumsi ini pasti karena mereka lebih rajin, kerja lebih keras, atau lebih sering menghabiskan waktu di lab gitu kan. Tapi ternyata sebaliknya.
At first, I immediately assumed this must be because they are working harder or spending more time, but it turned out the other way around.
This is so shocking. Mereka menemukan bahwa itu tidak terjadi sama sekali, but actually yang membedakan adalah kecenderungan para ilmuwan untuk mencoba bidang-bidang lain. Jadi pemenang hadiah Nobel biasanya terlibat dalam musik, seni, kerajinan, nulis, atau some theatrical arts.
They discovered that wasn't the case at all, but actually the difference is the tendency of scientists to try harder, to try other fields. So Nobel Prize winners are usually involved in music, arts, crafts, music, or some theatrical arts.
And this is super interesting, it's super unexpected. Dan walaupun kita tetap harus careful, correlation doesn't always equal causation. Tapi paling enggak, kita bisa mikir orang yang memiliki minat yang bervariasi mungkin bisa melihat dari sudut yang berbeda. Dan ide-ide atau inovasi-inovasi dari bidang tersebut itu bisa mereka bawa juga ke karya mereka yang sedang mereka jalani sekarang.
And although we still have to be careful, a correlation doesn't always equal. But at least we can think that people with varied interests may be able to see from different angles and ideas or innovations from that field can be theirs. That also to their work which they are doing now.
And now, so what? How do we put the book into action? Menurut aku, insight yang pertama yang soal penundaan itu agak tricky ya. Karena nggak semua hal di dunia ini tuh bisa kita tunda. There are deadlines in life.
So in my opinions, the first insight about procrastination is a bit tricky because we can't postpone everything in this world. There are deadlines in life.
Tapi mungkin untuk project-project kreatif atau hal-hal yang more idea based, mungkin akan aku beri ruang lebih banyak gitu ya dengan penundaan tadi supaya bisa semakin matang.
But maybe for creative projects or things that are more idea based, maybe it will give you more space with the regeneration so that it can be more stable.
And finally, I just want to say that I really appreciate this book karena benar-benar membuat aku bertanya tentang asumsi-asumsi aku yang lama. Dan aku paling suka kalau misalnya ada something that challenges the way that I think.
And finally, I just want to say that I really appreciate this book.